Board games. Love them or hate them? I really hate them. Fishwax Show. So, I'm not totally anti-board game.
You sound like it.
There's some cool ones. Like, here's what makes a good game for me.
Okay.
Like, half of it is skill and strategy. Half is just chance. So that way everybody kind of gets a chance to win, you know? I could have this awesome strategy that usually wins, but then my 5-year-old rolls a 6 and I'm dead. You know, that kind of stuff.
So that's the crux of it. You don't like losing to your 5-year-old.
I'm fine with that. I just
You don't have a 5-year-old.
I did.
You did.
I've had 2 over the course of... Anyway.
So this wasn't last week.
I don't have
so you say that. I can't think of an example of a good board game, though. What's a perfect board game?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Maybe I haven't found it yet.
But we're going to talk about the ones that really just make us angry and want to just not play with our children anymore. Yeah.
These will cause, like, harmonious families to turn against each other.
Yes.
And I think you all know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Monopoly.
Monopoly. How many times have you seen people, like, just flip the table, it's over.
Even Grandma.
Grandma just can't handle
Half of it is just like, we've been playing this for 4 hours. I'm going to accidentally knock the table over.
Yeah. Monopoly, great idea. Of course, you can't play with, like, little children. But, once you can handle it, 30 minutes to an hour, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It can be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
After that, $2,000 a hotel night, I'm done.
It's just waiting for that super rich mogul over there to take your money.
Which is like life.
Just sweating bullets. Oh, don't land on that one.
You can only land on the free spaces so many times.
Yeah.
No, but... Yeah, Monopoly, we've all played it a million times. You had to go to Grandma's house and play it for hours. It is a good way to kill a bunch of time. But I think that's a part of it, too. Like, I don't have that kind of time to waste anymore.
Yeah, I mean, the only strategy is buy everything you get.
Yeah.
Right? And hope you get the good ones. Land on the good ones.
Yes. Don't land on the El Cheapos.
Not fun. Monopoly.
No, we're done. You know what's even less fun? Did you ever play Monopoly Junior?
Maybe.
They somehow made it less fun.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Less complicated, but just
Get out. Get out. So, we've been playing a game that actually is a lot of fun. My kid loves it. Mousetrap.
Yeah. I remember playing that.
It's a fun little game. It's the opposite of Monopoly. We played it a couple times and first one that gets 2 wins.
Yeah.
The problem with the Mousetrap is the actual Mousetrap. And all the little things that's got to go just right for it to happen. I tipped. The whole thing's done. You got to set it all back up.
And then when you actually get to set it off, it'll get stuck halfway.
Always, the marble like the chutes aren't quite lined up. The little guy falls off the thing. The mousetrap doesn't engage. So you would think this game's been around for 20 years, right?
Yeah.
They would have perfected it, improved upon it. It's the same thing. We got a new copy of the game a couple years ago. It's the same flaws that have been present since day one.
And what's the old saying? If you build a better mousetrap, they obviously haven't done it yet.
They haven't done a thing. They just keep cranking it out. Yeah, it's infuriating.
Well, I got another one on my list. Risk.
A game of global domination?
Yes. It's cool. Listen, Risk is awesome for 30 minutes.
Right.
When you've got...
But you can't play for 30 minutes.
4, 5, 6 people or whatever, fighting each other.
That's right.
But then once dude over here gets amassed a giant army, you can just pack it up. It's over.
It is over.
It's just a matter of sitting around and waiting for him to come and annihilate you. Because it's just numbers. Once you get those big numbers. So it's fun for a time, and then it's just torture. It becomes Monopoly.
Yeah. It's almost like you just want to lose to get out.
Yeah.
And
I'll just concede and have my troops. I'll join the Empire.
Dissimulation. That's what it's a game of, just going down. So along those same lines, we used to play a lot of Battleship back in the day, and that's another one. It seems like it's okay, but you lose one ship, game over.
Yeah.
All those little thingies, you get to a certain point in the game, and you don't have enough little pigs.
Oh.
You can't fill all the spaces. All your ships have little bullets on them.
Keep your pegs together, man.
Well, you do, but you run out. They don't have enough to fill the board.
Oh. Well, you must have gotten the generic battleship.
We probably did. It was Beetle ship or something.
Battle boat.
Battle boats. Don't sing about battle
my
boat.
rowboat.
Man,
I had the electronic battleship.
see, now that sounds like a concept.
It actually was generic battleship, but it was electronic and it was cool.
Generic electronic battleship,
But it was awesome.
But it's awesome.
It had so many pieces you could never use them all. Like
it still had pieces?
Thousands of pegs, yeah.
But it was electronic.
But you still marked it on your...
Are you kidding me?
But it was like...
Was that the generic version?
You
was like that?
Type in your thing and it would be like... And it would tell you if you got hit. So that way nobody could cheat.
Oh.
It knew where your thing...
That's the other thing. It was too easy to cheat at Battleship.
That was a good thing about electronic. Yeah. Oh, you missed my battleship because I moved it. Ships move, right?
Or do the diagonal guy. You can't hit him. It's a submarine. You can't hit it anyway.
And the electronic had an extra little... It was like a one-piece ship.
A one-piecer?
I think it was like an airplane thing. You could put it on one of your ships and it was radar so you could see on theirs.
So that's getting too... No.
But at least you couldn't cheat about it. That was the best thing about the electronic battleship.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well. Okay, so I think Battleship could have been better, but it was still infuriating.
50-50 maybe.
Yeah. What else you got?
That's it.
That's it? Other games I do not care for. Life.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
You gotta spin the little thing. You gotta get your family in the car, in the house. We played it once. I was like, I'm done. This game's terrible.
Yeah.
Like, life can be terrible. We don't need a game to emulate terrible life. That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah. Got any good ones?
No.
I like, what is it? Strategia? Remember that one?
Mm-mm.
It's like the little guys and like there's the one guy can kill everybody except the 9 guy can kill him or something. It's kind of like chess and checkers all together.
I think you just made that up.
No, I have it. I have it at my house. My kids like to play it. And then Sequence, you ever played that one?
Mm-mm.
Those are fun.
We play a lot of Soggy Doggy. That's a good one. A good one is it's like Kerplunk, but it's Yeti and My Spaghetti.
Oh.
That's a fun one, but it's not a board game. It's just you pull the little things out, the little spaghetti strands until the Yeti falls down.
What's
to the
one? My Squirrel's Nuts or whatever it's called?
I don't know what that means.
Nutty Squirrel.
Sure.
You get the different colored nuts.
I don't know.
Look that one up.
Again, I think you just made that one up. Okay, but what's your favorite board game? What board game makes you just want to flip the table and curse your grandmother out on their way out the door?
Other than Monopoly.
Other than what we talked about. Unless you got some crazy story of how your family broke apart over a epic game of Monopoly, that we'd like to hear that. Comment below, like, subscribe, tell your friends, share it on whatever you do. Because next Thursday, new Fishwax show.